Hi Dragons! So I am back. I am here to start another reading vlog. Now we are fastly approaching two of my biggest cons of the year. I just got back from BookFest. In my last vlog I did a complete arc haul and all of that stuff. But I need to start tackling some of my physical arcs that I got. I recently went to YALLFest, I went to Comic-Con. I have a lot of physical arcs that I really need to start making my way through, especially because I am heading to ALA and BookCon in less than 2 months apart. So I do have some physical arcs that I did not get to, and these are going to be the audiobooks. These are the ones that I know I have access to the audio or can get access. So the audiobooks in this vlog, hopefully, are going to be Better in Black by Cassandra Clare. I'm going to start this tomorrow, and this is a short story collection that she put out. I also have The Heir by Darcy Wilde, which is a murder mystery set in young Victoria's life, and I really do want to give this one a shot. And then I have two that I would like to give a shot. One is How to Survive a Horror Story by Marilee Arnold, and I would like to see if I could get this on Spotify maybe and see if they have it. And then I also have Scarlet Morning by N.D. Stevenson, which is a middle grade book that I would love to read. So yeah, that is going to be what the audiobooks for today, this week are going to be. I'm warning you, this weekend, this week may be a bit stressful work-wise because we are heading into spring break, but we have a lot to do this week. So the next thing I want to do is I want to unbox my Owl Crate Young Adult, because I just got it. And I am kind of packing my bags to go. Alright, so the first thing, ooh, we have a Stunning and Drowning hair clip. Ooh, oh my god, this is so pretty. I don't know if you can really see, but it has like the blue and the gold on it, and it is a hair clip. Oh god, I might actually just put that in my bag. Okay. And then I also have this little toiletry set, which just means I'm probably gonna put this in my work bag, because I have a bag that I go to work with, so I'm probably gonna put this up in my work bag. And then I have this is Blades of Love. It is a little pin, collecting The Night and the Moth by Rachel Gillig. So this is really, really pretty. I'm going to put that on my little thing. And then this is a bowl cozy, which I will see if one of my friends want them, because I don't really use that personally. I'm sure it's very, very lovely. And then we also have Karoon's perfume, which is a little bit, and again, a lot of these stuff are just gonna go in my work bag. Oh, that's so pretty. It smells good. So yeah, those stuff will go in my work bag, just because I travel most of the week. And then we have The Gravewood by Kelly Andrew, which is the book. I have read one of her books and wasn't a big fan, but I am willing to give this one a shot. So this one will go on my when I reset all of my books at the end of the month, I will add that to it. Alright, let me go clean all this stuff up, get everything organized, and then we're going to spin the wheel and see what we are reading to start the week off. The secret goal of this vlog is to read 100 pages physically every single day. I have failed at this. This has been my worst, like, mental health wise, how I think I've been really struggling with focus is because I don't read 100 pages a day, and I feel like it just decreases my love of what I'm reading. So I need to pick a book that I can commute with, and if a book is too big or it's like a special edition I have access to, then picking up a backup book. But that is my secret goal. So it is like 1:07. I'm gonna probably pick up a book. I'm watching Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Yeah, I know, it's probably a bad life choice, but I need the good drama or the bad drama, but it's not in my life. So I'm going to spin a wheel and see what we come up to. I also spent a little bit of time today doing my BookCon schedule. But yeah, I have 129 things on the spinner wheel. So, and I have my 4 audiobooks that I'm going to start tomorrow. So yeah, and these are a mixture of e-arcs and physical books that I do have access to. Okay. I'm nervous. Ooh, okay. Aftermath. Okay, let me go get that book, and I will come back and we will chat about it. Okay, So this is The Aftermath by Tracy Wolff. I haven't read anything by this author. I think this is Greek mythology themed. I think I got this at Comic-Con. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to read 100 pages of this. I'm going to read to 116. See how long that takes me. And then I'm going to give you guys an update. It is around 1. I'm going to kind of just organize. I haven't read anything by this author before. I'm going in a little bit blind. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. If I do decide to do anything today, I will pick this book up, Better in Black, but I don't know. I also may go down a complete rabbit hole and want to listen to the rest of these. I have no idea. But my plan right now is to read 112 pages of Aftermath, give you my thoughts, and I am okay DNFing. I am okay. I am in the middle of Aurelium, so I would like to kind of make my progress and be a good team member, but I want to see how I feel about this book. I think it's Greek mythology-ish. Okay, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hey, dragons, I am back. I did wind up reading my 100 pages for Saturday for this vlog, Sunday for this vlog, which just meant I was reading it slowly. But I did wind up reading 100 pages of The Aftermath by Tracy Wolff. I did not know this was middle grade, but I am very happy about that. I do not think Tracy Wolff's adult YA novels and new adult novels are all for me because they're very, very sex focused. But this is basically about a character, two characters, Penelope and her brother Paris, and they are going to this like Greek mythology-esque school, and nothing goes right for Penelope. Like, everything goes wrong as she's trying to get into the school. She really wants to get put into Athena House, but things are not going her way, and that is kind of what we saw, and things are kind of wrong off the bat. The gods aren't at the school. She got separated from her brother, so that's where I am with this. My goal is to read 100 pages from whatever like page I stop at tonight. I'm just going to put my thing like 100 pages in. I'm going to keep reading a little bit more. And my goal will be another 100 pages tonight. I think I'm also going to instead read Beth is Dead by Katie Bennett. I do have an audio ALC from this, and this was a book that I would like to read. I have like a little shelf that I want to try to clear out before I go to ALA. So I'm going to read this out. This is basically Little Women, but it's a murder mystery, and Beth March is found dead, and it's a modern day retelling of it, and I was going to focus on this tomorrow. So Monday's my day that I don't get a ton of listening or reading done, to be very honest, but I do want to make it a goal to read more when I get home. So hopefully I will have read 100 pages tomorrow. That is the goal, which means I just have to read. So in theory, I should be able to get up to page at least 200 by tomorrow, but I'm going to make the determination when I stop reading for the evening, and I haven't done that yet. And I would love to listen to a little bit more of this and give you guys an update, but I really only read the first 3 chapters. So I think we're at, let's see where was I? I think I'm on chapter, I'm on a now chapter, I think. Yeah, I think I'm on chapter 3. Yeah. I think I'm on chapter 3 or chapter 2. I'm like really, yeah, I think I'm on chapter 2 of this. So hopefully tomorrow I will have some updates for you. Both of these are New York City Comic-Con books. I got this one from Simon & Schuster and this one from Simon & Schuster. So yeah, all right, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hey dragons, I am back. I have not quite hit my page mark, but it's only 7 o'clock, and I did want to update you. So I did get up to page 193, so I have about 20 pages left. I should be able to finish it. If I don't finish my 100 pages, I will come pretty close. I am really liking this book. I didn't know it was a middle grade, so now we kind of have our main character. She is kind of getting adjusted to the school, this Greek mythology inspired school. There are labors she has to do. She has a muse that is connected to her, but she is still very adamant that she is in the wrong house and she wants to kind of get put in the right house. But I'm really liking it. It's a very, very fun and quick and digestible read. Perfect for what I need right now. And then I also wound up reading about 30 pages of Beth is Dead by Kate Burnett. And this is a very interesting book. It's kind of a murder mystery, but it's also like, kind of like, I don't know, but you basically follow, so Beth March is dead, and you kind of start the book at that. It's at a New Year's Eve, Beth March is dead, and you're following that point of view. But then you're also learning that the March sisters' father wrote a telenovel about them, and in the novel, Beth died. So So that's all that I have so far, and she was murdered. So I read about 30 pages. Today was my day that I got like no listening done, which is always the case on Monday. So I'm gonna try to read to like at least page 100, and I can give you guys a little bit more update, but I am happy that I started this. So hopefully tomorrow, the next time I see you, if I am doing all my pages accurately, I will be up to about page 314. That will be like the next goal, is to read to page 314 tomorrow, and hopefully I'm in the kind of like the same vibes. I do like having a reading page goal, but I need to kind of stay on top of it. I think it will help me read a bit quicker. So yeah, this is my audiobook. I didn't read a lot of it, but this is my physical book that I am reading and liking, enjoying. So I will talk to you guys soon when I have an update, hopefully tomorrow, where I will be at the 313 page mark. Bye, book friends. Hi dragons, I am back. I just want to do a quick update. I don't know if I'm gonna reach my 100 page mark, but I'm gonna come pretty close. I am currently on page 284, and I was supposed to read up to 316, so I'm getting pretty close to my 100 page mark. And honestly, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I think it's just gonna be a little bit harder because I do have rehearsal, and it is a pretty hefty page goal. But my goal is to kind of come home and read as much as I can before I head to bed and start winding down at like 8:15, and I just think I'm running out of time to do that. But I am proud of myself that I am consistently reading, because I am really liking this. It has like a Greek mythology tinge. It's very, very middle grade. We have twins, we have a competition element, we have a school element, and it's giving me Percy Jackson vibe. I really need to watch season 2 of Percy Jackson, but I need to find time to watch that. So yeah, I really hope to get, if not, like I really would like to get up to like page 300 before I head to bed tonight, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. But and then I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I guess maybe I'll try to read to 316 and then just kind of see, like maybe I don't know. I think I might just kind of, whatever page I get up to, I might just go 100 pages past that and see if I could read 100 pages tomorrow. But yeah, I am liking this. I also read a little bit of Beth is Dead by Katie Bennett, and this, I got up to page 127 in this one. I am liking this. It's basically like a Little Women's murder mystery. So you have Beth, she is dead, and you don't know what happened, and you're kind of following all these people in this story. There's, in this world, the March family, the father wrote a novelization of his daughter's lives, and then you're kind of flashing back and forward to see who killed her. I am liking it. I'm intrigued, so I want to keep reading it. Happy that I picked it up. So yeah, my goal for today is to just kind of get as far as I can, but I don't know how far that's going to be. My whole goal is just to read consistently in the evenings, and I'm going to do that even if I don't reach my page goal. So yeah, maybe on Tuesdays and Thursdays, maybe I can just make my page goal 75 pages, maybe. I don't know. We will see, but I'm going to kind of do 100 and just see the goals, because the problem with these books is I don't finish them in a timely fashion. So I'm going to go read this. I'm going to go try to watch a little bit of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, because at this point I'm just going to probably watch it to the end, and I'm probably not going to watch the new version unless any of the exciting people go over. But yeah, alright, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye bye friends. Bye dragons. I am actually pleased to report that I did wind up finishing the Afterbirth. I actually read the last 35 pages. I did wind up reading a bunch today. We were stuck on the train for about 20 minutes in the morning. Actually wasn't late for work, which is actually super good. And then I had a prep period that I was in the library, but no one was in the library. So I read another 50 pages of my book. So I actually finished this. I'm going to give this book like 3.75 stars. I have never read anything by Tracy Wolff before, but I do think her writing is a little bit jumpy and like choppy. But I did enjoy this. I'm definitely going to put this back in my school, because I didn't think that the kids would like it. I spent a little bit of time going through all the thrillers on my shelves that I don't think I'm going to read. I'm going to get probably a bunch more at ALA this year and at BookCon when I go. So I gave this book 3.75 stars. I also got up to page 178 in Beth is Dead, and I'm still enjoying this book. It's a very, very passive read. It is like a Little Women retelling with a murder mystery, so I am liking that, but the story is not that memorable, to be very honest. But I do want to finish it because I am like getting through it, but we're having a lot of side stories in this one as well. So I'm gonna go roll my dice and see what book we're gonna read next. I do have a lot on here. If I do by chance, this one has come up, I'm obviously already reading it, but I have a lot on this wheel. So like I said, it's a bunch of stuff, a lot of physical, some on my Kindle. So yeah, let's see what gets picked. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to read 75 pages. Geo-Magician. Okay, let me go get that book. This was a chunky book. I got this from Comic-Con, and it is a Victorian pathologist makes a magical discovery and rediscovers the love of her life. When Mary Ann discovers a baby pterodactyl, she's determined to protect him and her scholarly reputation. With the help of her former fiancé, a cozy, enchanting story of fossil magic, rival Victorian scholars, and a second chance romance. Oh, this is exciting. And I did wind up getting this little sticker as well. And I wound up getting an arc. So that was actually really, really exciting. So I'm going to read. My goal is to read about 75 pages of this tomorrow. Just because I don't think I'm going to get to 100. I mean, if I can. My goal is to really read 100 pages and get to 100 pages by tomorrow. But my goal is to read 75 pages tomorrow. Yeah, this is another chunky book. This is like 400 pages. But it is a book that I have wanted to read, and it is one of my arcs on my shelf. There's really a bunch that I would like to read, so I'm happy that this one got picked. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit tonight. I don't anticipate getting up to like the pages, like reading up like the first 75 pages, but tomorrow the goal is to read 75 pages. So I will give you an update, but I would really like to get to 100 by tomorrow, so read about 100 pages, but we will see. The goal is 75 pages. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow for an update. I do have rehearsal tomorrow, but I'm really going to try to come up here and update this vlog because I know on Friday I need to film my TBR. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. I was doing so good all week, but I only read 39 pages today on Thursday. I will say it was because I did have drama club rehearsal and I didn't really read on the train ride home. I sometimes do but I was eating and I normally eat. So I only got about 39 pages into Geo-Magician. I am liking it though. Like I just started it. It's definitely a book that reads a little bit slower because the margins are a little bit big. And so yeah, I did wind up getting a little bit of listening to for my book Beth is Dead by Kate Bennett. I got up to page 279, so I'm pretty far into this book. I am liking it. I don't think it's going to be a new favorite, but I will keep finishing it. I also do have to get the other book that I'm trading with somebody, so let me go get that book. Oh, I do also need to read Reap and Sow by Charlotte K. Plum, which is coming out in October. And this is a luscious gothic fantasy debut, burning with danger, fairs of dark magic, perfect for fans of Rachel Gillick, Callie Hart, and Heather Fawcett. So I was maybe going to stick this in my bag, but I am trading this, so I want to keep this a little bit protected. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to bring this one to work. I'm going to try to read a little bit more of it. I have to film tomorrow, so I have to like film my April TBR. I have to like do my April wrap up and stuff like that. So like my like part one of my March wrap up. So I want to film all that stuff tomorrow, but I want to see if I can at least get up to page 75 for tomorrow and maybe kind of make Thursday and Friday to read 100 pages both days, like read 50 pages each day, because I could definitely read 50 pages today for this, but I probably won't read my goal, which is fine. It's just a goal to keep me reading, honestly, and that was kind of why I made the goal, because I was feeling like I wasn't prioritizing reading. And honestly, as we get closer to the end of the year, I do have moments where I can start reading during my work, like in my prep periods, because I don't really have a lot of planning to do. We are in the middle of running pretty much our last big our last big unit, and then everything else is just the end of the year chaos. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go read. I'm watching Secret Life of Mormon Wives, but I would like to get up to page at least 50 so I can feel like I have a conclusion. And then this weekend, I would like to start this, but I might start another vlog for this. I might read this like early next week as well. So that is the plan. All right, so I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hey, Bitterness. I am back to update this video. So I did wind up coming home from work. I am still editing a bunch of stuff, but I did wind up getting another book box from Owl Crate. They're like a little bit behind, I think, so I just want to unbox this so I can put it on my TBR card, especially because I did do a bunch of like editing. So we always get these little Plans Made of Love. This is based on, this is February, so I think that this is maybe the book I was waiting for. Pretty. And then I have this. It's called a Book Tarot. Ooh, we have main character energy. Ooh, this is great. These are like little bookish. They used to do this in Fairy Loop, but I was never like a book subscriber to them. So they have a couple of tarot cards that you can use. It says main character. It says librarian. And then it has enemies to lovers. Ooh, these are pretty. Main character, and these are like the pretty, these like a pretty little, and there's one that says enemies to lovers. You really can't see it because it's like white. And there's one that says main character, and then there's one that says librarian. So these are really pretty. I like those quite a bit. I can use that when I take bookstagram photos. And then I also have a fantasy art markers. Ooh, these are pretty. Ooh, these are actually nice. These are just art markers that have like quotes on them. I really wanted to get into coloring again, but I've just been so busy. But I do have a box of these. I'm going to put these over here with my other rest of my stuff so I don't lose them. And then I got a book plot. This is Phantom of the Opera. Ooh, these are pretty. I like these quite a bit. These are like the glass ones. I actually have one at my job already. But this is Phantom of the Opera. Let your soul be wherever it belongs. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god. These are so nice. I think I'm going to probably put this right here. Or maybe actually right behind the camera, because then I can put my bookmarks in there and such. Actually, maybe right now I'll just stick these little cards in there if they fit. They may not fit. But that was really cute. Yeah, oh, they do fit, actually. Okay, perfect. Okay. Ooh, I don't know if that's the book I thought it was. I don't know what this is. Ooh, this is... What's this? Oh, it's an apron. The finest places are always the unexpected ones. Okay, well, I can actually... What I really need is I need to bring one of these to work because I am going to paint at some point this year. And I always get so messy. Oh, okay, and this is my version of A Stage Set for Villains by Shannon J. Spanner, which I did actually want to read. So, this is good. I can actually put this in my pile to read this relatively soon. I actually just got this book, so I can actually put that in my pile. Great. Awesome. Yay. Sometimes I like think I'm going crazy, but I knew that book was coming. I guess I didn't get Her Hidden Fire then. Okay, that's okay. Okay, but this has to go in my bag to go back to work. Okay. And then reading wise, I will give you an update in a little bit, but I am in the process of doing my reading update. So I will come back when I have an update for that, but just wanted to do the book unboxing before I moved on for the evening. I don't have a ton of reading updates. I didn't read anything of Beth is Dead. I'm going to go run some errands this weekend, so I will definitely finish this as I'm running errands. I'm going to go to yoga both days this week. I have to go to the library. I have to go to some shopping, so I will get this done. I only read to page 70 in the Geomagician, but I'm going to tackle this and I'm going to at least get to page 100 tonight, which was the goal, but I just was a little bit busy and I want to kind of get back into the story before I give you an update. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to read Reap and Sow this weekend in this vlog, but I don't know how I'm going to do the reading. Like, I'm just going to kind of figure that out as we go. But that is my plans for this weekend. I also really want to watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives this weekend. I want to finish all my editing, get all that stuff done. So I'm going to go finish my editing. Then I'm going to pick this book up and I will give you an update tomorrow morning when I have started it. My goal is to get up to at least page 100. So that is my goal, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, bye, friends. Hey, but friends, I'm back. I did wind up, it's pretty early. Oh my god, I have to charge this camera again. Alright, I did wind up getting up to page 122 between the last 2 days of Geomagician by Jennifer Maudlin, and I am really enjoying this book. Kind of gives me Veronica Speedwell vibes meets with like a cozy fantasy. So basically you have a male character named Mary, and she is a geomagician, or she's kind of studying to be one, even though it's a very male-dominated field. She's basically a fossil hunter. She's a paleontologist, and she kind of discovers a pterodactyl that winds up hatching, and she has to kind of take care of it. So that's where I am right now. I'm like 122 pages in. My goal for today is to at least read 200 pages. That is my goal on weekends, is to just consistently reading. I do have to go. I was gonna like go to yoga today, but I don't think I'm gonna go. I think I have to go to like shopping. I have to go to the library. I have to pick up a couple of stuff. I have to make sure my camera actually charges, but my goal is to read 2 pages. I definitely want to finish Beth is Dead today, because this is my audiobook that I'm in the middle of reading, which is honestly like a little bit of a passive listen. Like, I'm gonna finish it, but it's not my favorite, to be honest. And then if I finish this, I would like to read Reap and Sow in this vlog as well. So I might see like if I get up to like 200 pages in this, if I want to take a little bit of a break. But that's where we are. So I'll be back soon when I have an update, but I have to go charge this camera. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, big friends. Big dragons, it is Saturday and it's about almost 3. I did wind up finishing Beth is Dead by Katie Barnett. I'm going to give this book 3 stars. I think that I like the concept of this book. What I wasn't the biggest fan of was the characterization. I think that because it was a retelling, the characters felt very, very one note to me. There was also I think there was only one narrator in the story, and I think it was a past and present timeline, which really kind of took me out of the story because I really didn't know whose point of view we were in. And I think it would have been a little bit better if there was different voice actors doing it, just because I think it was a little bit difficult. But I liked it. I'm happy that I finally read it because it is an arc that has been on my shelf for quite a while. I gave this book 3 stars. I probably won't be keeping it, but I'm happy that I listened to it. Thank you, Libro FM, for the audio, Elsie. And then I wound up getting to about 50% into The Geo-Magician by Jennifer Maudlin. I'm really liking this book. I really struggled when I read The Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. So this one's a little bit different. So we have a main character, and she is a fossilist, and there is like witches in this world, and then there's just magic in this world, and she kind of basically something happens, and she kind of finds a fossil of a baby pterodactyl, and it's basically alive when she finds it. And there's a little bit of investigation about how this happened. How was it happen? Is she a witch? She was involved. There's also a second chance romance, and I'm really liking this. Like, I really want to keep reading. It's very, very quick, and it is like a well-paced book. I remember when I was reading Agnes Aubergine's Mystical Cat Shelter, I struggled with the pace of that book quite a bit. Like, I really felt like the end was very, very paced weird. So I am liking the second chance romance. I think that I'm liking all the characters. I'm liking the side characters. So it's about 3. I've read my 100 pages for the day. My goal is to read 200 on the weekends. So I'm going to keep reading this, and hopefully I can get up to there. I'm also still watching Secret Life of Mormon Wives, but I'm just going to keep watching that. It's a very, very addicting show. So I'm going to go read another 100 pages, and I'll give you guys a time check when I get up to that part. But I would love to make progress on this today and maybe start this tomorrow. I don't know. But I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. It is Sunday. I am very excited that today is another day to rest and recover. I think I'm going to start going to yoga on Thursday because I am off for about a week, and I think I just need to get into some better habits when I'm off for break. So yeah, I did wind up getting up to page 354 in The Geo-Magician. I'm really liking this book quite a bit. I'm having a really, really fun time with it. It is definitely a historical fantasy, but it's a very, very slow-paced historical fantasy that is working for me. But there's enough plot kind of keeping it in. There's enough magic in this world. There's a second chance romance. There's characters. There's an animal companion. Everything is really, really working for me. So it is about 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to go kind of power through and read the last 100 pages of this, and then I'll give you guys an update. Then I'm going to wrap up this vlog. I did wind up starting another book, but it is like a new release, and I may just use that for another video that I'm going to film later over spring break. So I'm probably going to start that video now just so I have the clip. But I will talk to you guys when I have an update, and I'll come back when I'm ready to wrap up this vlog. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hi, book dragons. I am back. I just wanted to do a quick update. I did wind up finishing The Geo-Magician by Jennifer Maudlin. I would give this book 4.75 stars. I will probably round it up to 5 on Goodreads because I really did have quite a fun time with it. It's a perfect cozy fantasy. It definitely did get more battle war focus towards the very, very end. And I think the ending felt a little bit rushed, but I did like this and I give it 4.75 stars. And I had a really fun time reading this. So in this vlog, I wound up reading 3 Comic-Con arcs. I wound up reading At the Aftermath by Tracy Wolff that I gave 3.5 stars to. I gave Beth is Dead 4 stars, or 3.5 stars, and then I gave the Geo-Magician basically 5 stars. So I'm really happy that I'm getting around to these e-arcs, and I will talk to you soon for another video. Bye, book friends!